Welcome back to Yes, Your Grace, where we have to prove we didn't murder the king, the other king. I also feel like, I could be wrong, because obviously they're a bigger kingdom than us. But you can't just go around accusing other kings of murder, like, publicly. That's like a international incident level thing. You can't just go around doing that. And I could very easily, like, jail the prince for, like, making such accusations. I could be wrong. They do have a bigger army, so it's probably we don't want to fuck with them. But I've been excited to play this. It's been a while since I've been, like, properly excited to play a game. Like, I've enjoyed games, don't get me wrong. Like, I've enjoyed SteamWorld Heist, and been playing a lot of indie games. But this is the first time I've been like, hey, it's you. The first time I've been, like, properly excited to get back in and, like, see where a game goes. And it's because I like story-driven games, and I've been having trouble finding one. And that's all I can recall. Okay, before we get into this, I'm convinced it's the guy that's in the cell has something to do with it. And then what I've been thinking, he was trapped with that drunk for a while. He somehow convinced the drunk or bribed him or something to poison it. Like, the guy who's in the cell is definitely gonna somehow be responsible for this. Okay. Considering how much I drank tonight, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. Surely you can remember more than that. Did you see anything suspicious? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? Lady Lena was staring at Larsula's dress a bit, if you ask me, but nothing else. Okay? It's a bit weird, but okay. And we are again deeply sorry about your daughter, Lord Etten. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, it's you! The guy who's I didn't help. Oh, I'm so... Fuck. I think we've examined all the guests, Your Grace, and we haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. The soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Ivo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison him must have planned it out in the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you need to have a very good reason to murder the king. You mustn't lose focus of our main goal, however. Rodovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, I wouldn't rely on Ivo's arm. We need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince Ivo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighboring lords to make allies sign treaties. Isn't that what you just said? You're just elaborating on it? Sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. You would have helped me, like you would have gone, sounds like you're in quite a pickle, but since you helped me with my daughter, here I'll give you some stuff. The game set that up so perfectly. Of like, hey, do you want to help me find my son? And it's like, of course I'll help you find your son. Why wouldn't I? And then immediately after that, hey, I need help. Okay. Speaking of allies, treaties, etc., I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold and supplies to aid you. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? See, probably if I had helped him, he would have given it to me for free. Lures from Pendleton Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates, turmeric, caraway, anise, foods as bland as outside all disease. Persuade Lars to renew the deliveries of my men will aid you in battle, Your Grace. I will see what can be done. Very well. Now that's a start. We should invite those over to see what we can do. I've also marked the area of interest on the map. Might be worth checking them out. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Rodovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for battle as soon as possible. Our men and other things to do in our weekly summary, Your Grace. Should be able to deny payment of our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our armed being also cost of supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on. Oh, here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servant will shine light on the case. Okay, I just want to see something. Yeah, I know, that's what I wanted to do. Anything like... I want to explore the woods. Which one of these would be considered the woods? You're like probably in the woods, because I was told I could find a healer in the woods, which I think is going to be useful. Sure. Send out General. Thank you. What do you want? Sure. Oh, I thought you were going to do it for me, not like now I still have to actually do it. Oh, God, there's a lot of them. To prepare for battle, you need to make alliances with lords. Some lords will provide extra gold or supplies in addition to their army offer. Lord offerings are shown on their profile. Yep. Oh, I really need that offering, though. You're dead. Let's just see what we got. Ooh. Lords has quite a lot to offer. Ooh, you have a lot to offer. Interesting. Okay, but I get your army and his army, so it's worth giving it a try. Hello. Would you like to tell me about the night? You have called me, Your Grace. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm sorry, Your Grace. Where did you get the drinks? Were they just like standing there? Did you pour them yourself? Were you given them by someone? Where did the drinks come from? I swear I did nothing, by the gods. But please don't punish me. I didn't know the drinks were poisoned. You picked them up from the kitchen, okay. I brought them to the ceremony. Okay. Who hired this servant? Was anyone suspicious on the castle? No. Oh, I thought you were, because they're never... Okay. No, Your Grace, I've seen no one. Let me go, I promise I didn't do anything. But, the dungeon guard might know something. He mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, I swear. I believe that narrows our search then. You may go then. Don't leave Deborah. Okay. I still like to know who hired you, but... Hello, my friend. How may I help you? Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. Okay. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find a way back home. Do you think you can help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. No, fuck him. I don't want to waste the money because I desperately need it and my general is busy. No. Go away. You could always try the neighboring villages, ask around. Oh, it's fine. I guess that's one less mouth to feed, although I'll miss his ugly face. We've arrived at Etana. Etana is nothing like Devon. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly. It seems... Asalia would love to get lost in here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Zidani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she showed the landscape here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Etana. It makes you feel very small. On top of all these rocks, there lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. Now I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. I'm really sorry for the last week we spent together. Hug Mother for me. Etana can be very pretty, but also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. We should reply to her so it's good to hear from her. Of course, what should I ask her about? Can I do that? Because I didn't ask him up originally. Maybe the girls have some questions. Of course, let me know when you're ready to write the letter. Okay. You have nothing you wanna... What am I doing with that pie that I just have? Shit. Okay, let's go talk to the girls. Hello, I like you. You're the practical one of the family, it seems. Yes, father. I hate you had to see that. I do. Your sister sent a letter. She's arrived safely in Etana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. Well, you could go visit your sister now. We could, if I ever make things with Ivo, even if I don't. Like, you could go visit your sister and see the new city and, like... You'd be able to leave the castle if you behave better. Forgot that she did that. Kind of ruined my practical comment. Yeah, right. When you're out can you ask her about Ivo? What is he like? I can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. What the fuck do you mean? Make free space. I hate that you had to see that. Yes, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, not particularly. What happened was terrible. The wedding went fairly well until then. She was even considering dancing. She looked beautiful in her dress. I really miss her father. I miss her too. Stay safe. Where's your young sister? Is she here? No? Okay. She might be in the council chamber now that the other guy's not in there anymore. Now that the old king is dead, yep, thought so. Hey there. What was he looking for in the archives? That's maybe something we should look into. Because he was looking for something in the archives. It's possible he poisoned his own father, because now he has a queen, he can take the throne, he has everything he needs to rule. It's highly possible, and like whatever he was looking for in the archives could have been something that threatened Ivo's rule. But Grace, your sister wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh yes! Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother let me. Or, no. Tell her Salia read her diary. No, that's not right. No, you don't! It's a letter. Just get more paper. You're a king. So I can only say one thing? Yes. Oh, this is too big of a decision. I will come to you later when I think of something good. Don't worry, she will write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me when you're ready. How are you doing? Is everything alright? Last week's events were quite distressing. Did she see the dead body? Don't know how good that is for a child to see. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge? Dusty is gone and now Smudge is... Well, Smudge is 6 feet underground. Well, we didn't bury him. He's however deep the poop pits are. But then again... Oh, that's fine. So I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Luli. You promised you'd convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? We could go visit her. You're like... I know it's... In these times it's complicated to travel, but like, royal members can go visit each other all the time. I'm sorry she had to go. Especially if we can get, like, prove that we didn't kill the kings, then us visiting each other and like being involved can like strengthen our relationships, which is useful because we need their army. I couldn't keep her here. She had to go, Sidoni. No! Not that she couldn't keep her here. She just had to go. Don't lie to your daughter. One day she'll also find a prince you'll want to go with. I hate boys. I'll never do that. You have fun now. Let's go talk to the old wife. Hi there. Do you not get bored being in here all day? You don't want to go and do something, darling? Your daughter sent a letter? My daughter has arrived safely. She needs to like its owner. I'm quite jealous of her. Their castle is much better than ours. Oh, I'm sorry! I hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write her, tell her I'm sending best wishes to both of them. Ask how she's dealing with these new things, and what she has been doing with other sisters. Of course. I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Why not? Let her know that you're supporting her, and her family misses her, and, you know, it's the first letter. It's a perfect time to just fucking spam shit at her. I still can't believe he was poisoned. It could have been me. Do you think Celia will be alright? Ivo seemed very upset. I'm sure she will be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Ivo. We could have done something so terrible. It must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. When we have enough proof, we will call the royal trial. Alright, darling, let's hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll go get some rest. It's the middle of the day. You can't rest now. Alright, let's start this investigation. Was it you? Just tell me. How can I help you, Your Grace? I've heard you know something about the great king's death. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. The servant said you saw someone. Saw someone? No, but I have found this. It's some kind of tooth, I think. And how did you obtain this item? I was guarding the prisoners, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was time to celebrate, after all. I never left the dungeons, of course, until my end of watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of the cellars. Yes, a little unsteady. But that's where I found the tooth. See, yes, he shouldn't have been drinking on watch, but the fact that he's honest about it and is like, yes, I was a little bit drunk, but I still stayed at my post, I still did my checks. Like, he's honest about it and not trying to cover up that he was drunk on duty, which is kind of like, I can respect that. Like, a lot of people would have just lied. I was doing the usual check. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone going in there, though. They probably crept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I really didn't mean for anything bad to happen. The tooth could have been part of like a necklace that held the poison in it, and then you opened up the necklace and poisoned it. Hello, my friend. So, I know you killed the king. Just tell me how you did it. It'd be very much in your interest if the deal doesn't go through. How could I do anything from behind these bars? I've got to say, whoever killed your king has put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. We should have executed him. I had that option, and then I didn't. But it would have been a good idea to execute him. Why am I going back here? Do you have something else to tell me, love? I have a lead on the investigation. What have you found? An animal tooth. This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons. It's a dragon tooth? A guard found it in the wine cellar. It could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell you exactly where this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Roger to put word out that we're looking for one. We're looking for a hunter and a doctor. I feel are the two big things that we need right now. Hey, dude. Let's write the letter. Ask her about Ivo. Okay. Yes, I know it needs food and supplies. Oh no. Several additional locations to explore. Gain 10 army a week. That's useful but expensive. General will be available during the battle. I feel like that's going to be really useful. Do we save up for stables? Or do we prepare a general? Or do we save up for training grounds and then prepare a general? I feel like having a general available is going to be super useful. But the ability to gain armies... But I can't afford armies. Let's commit. We're going to commit on a general. It's expensive, but we're doing it. We're committing on a general. Feels like a bad idea. I kind of regret doing that. I feel like being able to get an army going might have been better. My general. There's the madman. There's my daughter. Okay. Busy day, it seems. General, how may I help you? Noble visiting the local village has had problems with folk stealing from him. He asked me to find those responsible. The search wasn't hard and I brought them back to justice. The noble one was very grateful and he paid me with his gold. Ooh, brilliant. That actually worked out great. Lurs, my friend! Hello! You have called for me. Yes, I have. I have indeed. Ooh, can I ask him about the animal tooth? I've heard about spices. That's going to be more important. I've heard about spices. You've stopped supplying with their lovely, lovely spices that they need. Now everything tastes shitty. I suspect you've been speaking to Etten. He trades my spices with to get fortune dabs. Some call it drugs. It's most commonly, it's drugs. It's drugs. Yes, drugs. Drugs. I've heard her about Rodovia. I can help if you aid me in return. What's Oracle dust? Yes, drugs. Particularly popular among priests and the like. Something about special enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's life. Okay, I see. I want no part in this. Shame, I'm losing sales though. Well, you see, how about you give me the spices, and I can trade to whoever they're trading to, and then, like, we cut a deal, right? Like, so I get some of the money, a percentage. Yes? Why can't I make a deal with him? Why can't I want to make a deal? Let me make a deal. I urge you to help me curtail Ayrton's plan. Do not buy any Oracle dust. And if you hear of anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. Thank you. I will. If you do the right thing, be sure that my army will stand with you when your war begins. 200 soldiers, and I can also help with 6 supplies. I heard Ayrton is selling dust near Kask. This first step in our direction would be to stop their deliveries. I mean, you're right. I don't need a drug problem in my kingdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Let me ask about the tooth. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? It looks like a healthy animal, no holes or chips. I'm not sure what animal it could have come from. I'm no expert on beasts. Thank you. That is all. If we send a general to Kask, we should be able to stop the sales. If we manage this without problems, we can show lures that we're on his side and he will aid us. If we do this, we will probably offend Edna and he will not join our banners. Okay, who is... But I don't trust you. You were involved in the killing and you're trading in drugs. Yeah, let's do it. Do I only have one general? Okay. Hey, my friend. How's the conspiracy going? I'm sorry for what I said, Sam. I cannot think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. But how can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. How can I help you, my friend? Let's just see where this goes. How can I help if you won't tell me what's happening? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I just saw a man and no, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if this person is listening? I kind of want to just see where this goes. I just want to see how this plays out. I just want to see how that plays out. No, don't tell him to not come here again. I want to see how it plays out. Hello, daughter. Yes, I know. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I really miss her. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Sure, that saves me a lot of money, actually. Mother said Larissa sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask her about the cat, Father? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive even? I will ask her, it's fine. Bye. Daughter number 2. How are you? You practiced sword? Yes, I did promise. I will. Maybe we'll try later today? Please? Of course, I'll see you in the gardens. Hello! The fuck do you want? Men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. Yay! I hope you don't want a general, because I just sent him away to deal with the drug problem. They set our barn on fire. It wasn't long before the flames sprayed down the buildings. The village is still burning. Much of our supplies are already lost. Please send some help. 14! This affects kingdom happiness. How high is a good amount of kingdom happiness? I don't know. 14 supplies is a lot of supplies. I don't think it's worth it. All you're going to give me is 1 happiness. I don't think it's worth it. It's too much money. Sorry, dude. You need to get the fuck out. There's not much I can do. Gather builders, get some help from villages. I'm sure they can get your barn built right. That's way too much money. That's way too much money. Or too much. No. Hi there, what do you want? Okay. No. Stop it. Let's go to the gardens and train one of our children how to fight. If there's a war coming, it's probably not the worst thing that we can do. Hey there! Careful where you swing that thing. Yes, Father? How's your practice? Are you ready? Too slow. Have you heard about Sidani? What happened? I told her she should find a pet that can actually do something besides be disgusting. He's been leaving bait in the gardens since then. That sounds like a bad idea. Nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. That actually sounds hilarious. In the evening I told her something took her bait. When she saw a huge skunk half her size, she panicked. When she grabbed my sword, she could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting the poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Not gonna lie, that sounds like a pretty funny prank. Like, it's a harmless joke. That sounds good. She wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined anything. Sidani actually cried when she found out the thing was stuffed. The thing she was trying to kill? You have to admit this is funny. Okay, it's funny. Fuck off. She keeps pestering me to fight her. Just a question, why do we have stuffed skunks? That's not like a very good trophy animal to have, skunks. We should end it here. I better check on Sidani. Goodbye! When they invade us, you better fight back! Hi! I have random evidence that I can't really do anything with. Okay, how do I leave the table? Let me leave the table. I don't want to be at the table anymore. Let me leave the table. There we go. Hi there. What's up? What do you got? Do you want to tell me anything about an animal you tried to murder? Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. You could run away. Although I don't know if running from animals is really a good idea. It was dark out there and the eyes were shiny. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. It's just a skunk. We could very easily catch another one. I hope you forgive me. Of course I forgive you. It was fucking hilarious. I'm gonna get rid of it anyways. You were brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, I want to leave. I don't want to look at what's in stuff. Okay. Let's guess now we find out how curtailing the drug trade in Bavrin is going to go. Probably not great. Oh, you could slay him out to Lord. I forgot about that. Who's a good Lord to invite? Well, you have a fantastic army and fantastic... Yep, come. Please. I'm thinking we save up and then we can gain this, because the faster we get this, the better that's going to be. If we really need to, we can boost contentment, but it's really expensive and I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're saving up money for now. Well, week 11, the investigation went horribly.